Hey everybody, just real quick before I start the video on the sale of my pump gun, I just wanted to hold off for a second and do a quick apology to my subscribers, all 260 of you I think now. I'm very sorry. I haven't come out with any new gear reviews, anything like that lately, because I had postseason track, exams, for my high school, and then it's been a very busy start to summer, and I haven't got anything new really, and I haven't even played paintball in like 2 months, so it's been very disappointing with that, but hopefully I'll get back into it here soon. But yeah, on to the video. Oh, and one more thing, excuse any weird mispronunciations or kind of like light talking. I just got my wisdom teeth out yesterday, so it might be a little bit light with the voice, and it just hurts to talk because my jaws are very stiff. But anyway, on to the video. So today we're going to be selling my Autococker Bodied Pro Stock Bodied pump gun. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's a Pro Stock body. I just wanted to say that. Tell you guys a few things about it. It is drilled for eyes, which isn't exactly pretty, but you can buy an eye patch kit for them for like 10 bucks. I don't even feel the need for it because it performs just fine if you don't mind 2 little holes there in the side. It does have my System X stock Delrin bolt in here. It's a really nice bolt. It's really light, but I bought a CCM bolt. Not much of a difference from the CCM though. The CCM is all Delrin, but this has a little bit of aluminum on it, but it makes for a very nice pump stroke. I'm not sure what kind of cocking rod's on here, but it is, the threads are glued exactly to where the bolt just clears the breech as it clicks. I don't know if you can see in there, it's kind of hard to see. Right there, that's when a ball's going to fall in. You can barely see the bolt, so it's perfectly timed as far as no double cocking, no double ball feed. The detent works perfect. I'm not sure what kind of detent it is. It looks like just a stock detent. It does have a few scratches around the detent. I don't know if you can see that. This camera and the YouTube's quality may not pick that up, but there are a few minor scratches. But other than that, the color on this body is beautiful. It's a great performing gun. This pump kit is actually a Sanchez machine pump kit. It's not like the ones that actually come on the Sanchez, which are like square, and it has squares in the sides. It's not that nice either. It doesn't have like the double rods, like this side doesn't have a rod, only this side does. But it pumps very smooth, as you can see, and it's very nice as far as the pump stroke goes. You can even pump it with your pinky. So it is a very nice pump stroke, even though it is a fairly cheap pump kit. The System X regulator is what I chose to throw on here. This is a lot of these parts are from my old System X gun. This is a System X barrel as well. It's a 2-piece 689 barrel. I know it's a little big these days for pump, and because paint has been getting smaller and smaller, but you can just throw a piece of electrical tape in the breech right here, or not in the breech, the very beginning of the barrel, and it'll stick and it'll shoot just fine. The tape won't disturb the flight of the ball or the accuracy at all. I've done it many times. I've heard of people using fingernail polish too, but the only thing with that is you can't really find these barrels much anymore, and to find a new back if you didn't like the fingernail polish in your barrel might be a problem. So anyway, the System X reg is nice. It shoots very consistent, you know, +or -5 for me with HPA over the chronograph. The only problem is the gauge is busted. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, the gauge is busted. But it is set as efficient as possible. I can guarantee you it is very efficient. You'll get out of a 68-45 tank, you can get about 1,000 shots with this gun. So it is very efficient. It just has the stock WGP 45 degree frame grips on here, but the 45 frame I don't know, because I haven't been in the market for any of these lately, but I know a while back these were hard to find, and then Paintball Gateway had a bunch of them, and that's where I got it, but I don't know if they're out and still, or if they're still available. But I know eBay a lot of times will have them, but they're like 60 bucks because people don't want to let go of them for the stock retail price, which is like 45 bucks. I got this one for 45, so ironic 45 degree frame for 45 bucks, but anyway, it's a nice looking polished like I think they called it nickel frame, and it just makes for a really nice grip when you're pumping. You can change out the grips if they're a little too thick for your liking. My hands fit it perfect, so I just kept them on, but it does make for a very nice pump stroke. When you have the double finger trigger, you can only put about 2 fingers comfortably and then 3 fingers very crammed. It just makes for a very, very unstable kind of action, and I don't like that at all. The macro line fits great. There might be a little leak when you first plug in HPA for the macro line, but I think most of you guys know how that works. You just kind of have to tweak with it a little bit and it'll be fine. Just wiggle it back and forth and it's good. The ASA I know on here is not the best, but this is a basic pump gun. Obviously it has a basic pump kit, basic 12-inch barrel. The body's beautiful, but everything else on here is pretty much basic. It's not like a really, you know, pimped out pump gun. It doesn't have an on-off, you know, CCM pump kit, CCM internals. I'm not exactly sure what kind of internals are in here, to be perfectly honest with you, but they do pump very nice and they are very efficient. As you can see, it's not a whole lot of effort to pump this back, and it's a very, very crisp, smooth pump stroke. So, anyway, I got some dirt on the ASA, but that's the ASA. Like I said, just a very basic stock ASA. I won't waste any of you guys' any more of your guys' time, but I just wanted to show you all the specs on the gun and what it's all about. And it is a great gun, and I'm not looking for anything terribly expensive, but just shoot me a price through a personal message and I'm sure we can come up with a very good price for you. Really, I'm not looking for a lot of money for this, to be perfectly honest. I kind of just want to get rid of it. So offer up, and I'm going to be pretty generous with it. Nothing, no lowball deals, please, though. If you don't know what you're talking about, please do not send me a message on this. It's just a waste of my time. Do not offer me $50. Don't offer me $75. You know, that's not acceptable. But I'm definitely not looking for anything over $200 for this. Not even close to $200, really. So, like I said, offer up. It's just lubed up and serviced very recently. I took it all down. I stripped it all down. Made sure everything was working good. Everything shoots great out of this gun. It's very accurate, very fun to play with. So, happy bidding, and I hope I get a buyer here. Thanks, guys.